like to first off by starting to say thank you very much to AMD for having this test drive program and providing us with these free parts to build, test, evaluate their new A10-6800K APU. For those of you that don't know, an APU is a GPU and a CPU combined into one unit. Less bottleneck between the two when you combine them. And in this kit they provided the fractal case, a DVD, the CPU, a 60 gigabyte SSD drive from Kingston. They provided 8 gigabyte of Radeon memory, and this is the 1866 memory. They gave us random motherboards, and the one I received was the FM2 A85 XMA E35 from MSI. They also included a power supply from Fractal, same as the case builder, and it's a 650 watt, ready for SLI AMD Crossfire. They provided a Windows 7 32-bit disk, which unfortunately only allows you to access half of the memory. So I found online to where I can use one of my 64-bit disks to make a multi-version disk, so I can use this key code to put Windows 7 64-bit and rather than 32-bit, so I can access all the memory. They did not include a CPU cooler, which is fine. And while I was out, I went to Fry's Electronics, and while I was out there, I noticed they had a closeout on one item, and it is the Zalman water cooler CNPS 20LQ, and this sells for, it was $85 with a $50 rebate, so I get it for 29 bucks. So for less than what a normal air cooler would cost on average, a decent one, I get a water cooler, so no questions there for me. So basically, without anything else said, let's dive into building this unit. Let's see. Get everything out of the way. Cables, backplate, driver's disc, quick install guide. And there's the motherboard. Got the CPU. Get that out of here. There's the mark corner and the mark corner, so this is going to fit just like that. Yep. Pull it down, clip over. Alright, easy enough. Into the case. side for now. Now I'll do my best to keep everything framed you see, but it's usually not the easiest thing to do. Okay, let's put it down like this. Okay, fans. Back plate, back in here. Alright. Verify direction. Yep. It's going to go like this. That's where the motherboard is. Alright, that's in. Now, in the case here is all the install hardware. It's neat that they set it in a drive bay in a box, than just a loose packet. Oops, looks like my packet won't open. Alright, and there are the standoffs that screw into the board, and the motherboard sets on it. You put screws into the top of these, which are threaded. Keeps it from shorting out. Standard of just about any motherboard I know of. Okay, this way. Verify where it goes. Looks pretty good. Just screw it over and tighten it up just a hair so they don't move. Be good to go there. Now, see if I can get these out of my way. Lined up. Just like that. Alright, so I'll put the screws in now. pretty easy. Just take your time. I mean, building a computer is really nothing major. I mean, it's just putting the parts together. And there's plenty of videos online, so I may end up cutting this video down some just for lack of time because there's plenty of them out there. There really is. Just make sure you don't cross them. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put these back in here so I don't lose them. Alright. Make sure these are snug. One thing to be very careful is make sure you do not slip the screwdriver across the board. And if you do that, you're going back to the store, because you would have toasted the board 9 times out of 10. Been there, done that. Alright, let's turn this up now. Get a good look at it. I don't think I scratched the back of this. Nope, counter's clean. Boards in, hope you can see that. Let me take a look. Nope. Bring it forward some. And lean it. Okay. Boards in there. Jeez. Okay. It's a matter of installing everything else. I've never actually used a water cooler or installed one, so I gotta figure out where to put it. Probably either this fan or this fan removed. Probably the back one. But we'll see what we're gonna do. I have to get to the back of it, I think, for the water cooler, which means I need to take the back panel off. Luckily, at this point, it does have a back panel. Good Lord. What did they do? Those are in there. Or other side panel, not a back panel, to be honest. Alright. Those are in there. Okay. Move this out of the way. Because the reason why I need to get to the back here, because of the plate on the water cooler, you replace it. So good, I don't have to take the motherboard back out. Alright. So forgive me if you are not getting a good view of this. I'm doing the best I can without a camera person. Manual, I'll need that. Packing material, receipts for rebate. Another thing, I got the last one of these that was at My Fries. It's a in-store item only. I'll put the link on this video in case you live near Fry's, in case they have one in stock, because it's for 29 bucks. I don't think you can beat this. The reviews are good on it. Okay. There's a mounting hardware. There's the fan. I believe it's 120 millimeter. box again. And somewhere around there. Front. Don't see it, but it looks like 120 to me. Alright, there's the unit itself, sealed. Got the radiator, nice blue sides. Got the water block with compound already on it. Power for the water pump. Which one thing I read online to make sure of, watch the pin headers you put this to, because a lot of them are voltage varied. It varies the voltage on the motherboard per the BIOS. So you've got to have a constant 12 volts to this, otherwise they're saying it will probably overheat or might. So they're saying use a Molex adapter to the 3-pin, or go into BIOS and make sure it is set to manual and set it for 12 volts all the time if you use a pin header off the board. So, oh, this looks like fun. Not. Okay, for sake of time, and the first time I've done this, I think I am going to pause the video, get this installed, and comment once I'm done. So we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So far, not too bad installing the water cooler. I did have to remove the original fan, in the back, which is on the inside. You just remove the 4 screws, which is the typical screws for fans, and it comes with the screws. You just put the water cooler, I'll get you to see it here, with the small screws, short screws, and they go right in, no problem at all. I had to remove the stock retention bracket on the motherboard. Save that in case you put something else on it. And I'm in the process of installing the new back plate. Let's see if you can see it. Now it does come with the hardware to use a push-pull setup rather than just a fan that pushes through the radiator. But this is 120, this is 140 millimeter, which is too big, doesn't fit the holes. Easy to do, take the 4 screws out. I can get 120 millimeter later, put it there, put the screws in. I got a push-pull, so I'm not worrying about that right now. Plus, it's going to be a wife system eventually, which she is doing nothing at all stressful. So, water cooler was probably overkill, but hey, it was a good deal. Alright, now I got to install the new back plate, which is this. Let's see what the directions say. This is AMD. There's the threaded nipples. It's like the holes that line up with the cooler mounting holes in your motherboard. With AMD, there's not an option. It's just one. It's pretty much for Intel. You have to put. This goes against the back of the motherboard, and they have these threaded nipples, which you have to put in this way and line up and get the sink down in there. It's got like a little clip here, so let me, or the turn. There we go. And there it goes. Once you get them turned the right way, because they're not round, they got cuts on the side, so they're kind of oval. Two. Three. Four. Okay, back plate complete. And it's got double-sided sticky, so you don't have to hold another side, which is nice, as long as they stick and stay. You go around the other side and put this on. Alright, that should stay. See? Tape's here, holds it on. Okay. Now, 2 retention pieces. Use J for Intel sockets, 1155 and 1156, 1356, and 1366 in the AMD sockets. Okay. Thumb screws, 2 pieces. Now, from the reviews I saw online, they said this was a little confusing, and I agree with them. J or K. Got these thumb screws. You got 2 pieces. Hollow. Okay. Configuration for socket 136629. Okay, so this Intel sockets 1155, 1156. So it's going to be the outer core of that. Okay, if I read it correctly. English, fun. Not read English, it's not super clear. Outer, I would think. So I'm going up on the outer. Yep, I believe so. Yep, it is the outer ones. Okay, confirmed. Top piece and the bottom piece. Okay. Okie dokie. You have a bottom piece and a top piece, and you can choose, it's kind of holes oblong, so you can choose to have a hole here or here, depending on which way you put the piece in. It's on this side, so you can flip either way to make the hole, and that's how they determine Intel or AMD. So on the AMD it is the upper, it's confirmed. So these together. Too bad once you figure it out. Alright, there we go. Both pieces installed. Now, put these through it. And if you look, it's got a lower space in the middle, and that clips around a little protruding area there and holds them in. Not a bad design. Okay. Attach the retention clip. Okay, so now what I've got to do is this goes around this, and the retaining ring goes around this and clips it on, and holds the retaining ring onto the block, and then you screw it to the motherboard, which presses against the CPU. So I got to take this off to do it. Which, be careful with the thermal paste. Make sure I get it to where I want it because of these tubes. And it's fine like that, so. Okay, like that. The retaining ring goes on. Where's the clip? Okay, this is not the easiest thing. It looks it, but I was having this aligned. Where does it align? Okay, it turns and holds on that like that. It's just going to clip through the holes. Ah, there's one. Okay, not easy. Just gotta get the pressure in the right spot. There's two. Okay, here we go. 3, 4. Okay, that's it. It's on. Now, I just gotta set it down the CPU and tighten it down. Alright. Make some space first. Make sure things are get to it. Again, sorry for the camera view. You can't camera view, so you can't see it, but. One in. Two. Three. Alright, all are in. Let's cross it. When you tie it down, you have to go across so you don't get it warped. A little bit of a time until they seat. Let me verify the pressure on these things because I don't want to tie it too far and break something. Doesn't say. Yep, tighten to the seat. Alright. That was easier than I thought, actually. But you can see it. Here it is. Nice thing about this, it leaves a lot of room to work with, honestly, which is really nice. That's really nice. Okay. Let's see what's next. Let's put the use boxes in here. Let's do the memory. Nice. This way and see if you can get a better view. Let me see. Yeah, you do actually. Okay, good. Done. Alright. Alright, which way does it go in? Keys up, keys up. Okay. Make sure. Levers are up. In, and in. Easy enough. Alright, snapped in. Just gotta make sure the arms come back up and hold the memory. See ROM drive, we got the hard drive, and power supply. Alright. how they put these things in there at the factory. Alright, I'm going to go cut this out with scissors. I hate these packaging. Some kind of padding or backing plate. And to be honest with you, I don't know what it's for. I don't know if we need it. Maybe it's for a laptop. I don't know. Let's see. Top screw. Looks like I did the bottom one also. And it will move. Yep. Nice. Drive cage comes out. This is an amazing, it's really an amazing case. I'm really happy with it. I mean, I've got an Antec, but everything is solid in this. Everything is nicely finished. No sharp edges. It's a beautiful case. Really impressed. Really nice. Drive cage doesn't matter. Go right there. So it looks like it has 4 screws here, screw holes, and they're going to line up with this, which let's see why you would need that. I don't know what that is. It doesn't have screw holes anyway, so I can't use it. Just curious. Okay, of course, I'm going to put it backwards like this so the wires go out the back. Find the right screws, which these should be them. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Line her up. Screw her down. Actually, those do look a little big. Anyway, so. When in doubt, never force. Yeah, those look better. A little smaller. will be the correct ones. One more. Alright, hard drive's in place. Slide it back in, snaps. Well, that's easy when you line it up right. Back in for the drive bays. Hope you're getting this one. Sorry I'm off to one side probably. I can't lean over the table. Let me check. Yeah, not too bad. Alright. Let's think about the front cover. Front cover just pops off so you can get to the drive bays cover. Just going to put the CD-ROM in. Twisty tie for that. Just going to go back through there. Put this on, make sure we get the right depth on the drive. Okay. Let's put the screws in this. Just going to line them up right. Some micro threads on these things. Sometimes they're not the easiest things to deal with. Got to line them up just right. Not too bad though. Once you get one, the rest follow. Except one lines the rest of the holes up. Screws can't see. Here it is. That's in. So all now what's left is, I would say, the power supply. Right. Motherboard, cooler, memory, hard drive, CD-ROM drive. Yep. Power supply. Let me get this stuff out of the way. And my clean up later pile. Back, so we'll look at this. Hope you can see the light. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Huh. Got the pamphlet. Materials, zip ties, straps, power cable, gel. Comes in a nice bag. Oh. Set this down for now. Stretch out a while. Alright. All the specs are printed on the side. Nice, not just a sticker. Got the warranty label, you break that, you're out of luck. Nice graphics. Nice snowflake. I really like their product. Quite impressed. Welcome to the octopus. Sheesh. Alright. Okay, it's nothing to put these in. They sit in the bottom in this corner here on these little rubber soft tabs. And you have 4 screw holes on these units, which are here. Let me show. Okay. As you can see, it sits inside there, like this. And the holes line up here and here and here. You just put the screws in it. Verify which size the screws these are real quick. Small ones. Okay. Just like the hard drives. Maybe 4 of them. Find the rest of them. Sorry for getting in the way, but I have to see where the screw holes are. Okay. There. Turn this because I'm right-handed. It makes it much easier for me. She's in. Okay, now it's just a matter of wiring it up. I am going to need hard drive cables, which is going to be in a motherboard box. These are your own drive cables. These are the data cables, and of course the power cables are here, and you have to run each one for each drive. Hard drive, this SD, and the CD-ROM. Which I'll use the curved on the motherboard and the straight end for the drives. Makes it much easier. SATA 3, 2, 1. 4, 5, 6. Actually, the straight are probably easier on that section. I got the 1 and the 2. Okay, that's the 1. And they're keyed. You only go one way and clip in. Hear the clip? Tell you what, where I got that position, I can't put the curved on it, so let me switch it back out and see. Let's just put it in, say, the 3 or something. It's not a big deal. I'm just trying to keep 1 and 2, keep it in line. It's not necessary. Okay. Since those are kind of blocked because of the right angle, I mean, I could leave it like this and leave the straight in this end, or I can move this up a notch and reverse them out because I can't get the angle on the back side of this because of that. So it's not a big deal. We'll pop this one into that one. Not a big deal. There. Actually, let me see something. Yeah, it doesn't matter that way. It'll look better actually by doing both the same. This was just personal preference. How neat do you want it? How do you want it to look? For me, now it matches. It looks better. Personal preference. It comes back in up here and it plugs into the CD-ROM drive. Okay, and that's in. Now I just have to run all the powers and the fans. Which is not a big deal, and for this point I think I'm just going to cut the video and come back when it's done. So, see you in a few. Okay, I'm back. I've got the unit all wired up and all the wires run through the back. Everything's neat as, looks good to me, as neat as it could be. Everything's connected. That's it up there. On the back there's the wires. Bird's nest, but hey, you know, it's getting covered, you're not going to see it from the front. That's what matters. So, next step is turn it on, CSU boots, installing OS. And I'll get back with you then. One thing I forgot to mention is that since I installed a water cooler, and the factory fan that was in this position, one of the white fans, it is larger than this. It is 140 millimeter, this is 120, so I couldn't bolt it up, as I mentioned earlier. So I couldn't do a dual fan, push, pull, which I can take care of later. But there was a spot in the front, so I moved the fan that was here, one of these, to here in the bottom front, because the top front already had one. So now I have two pulling in, which is controlled by the controls on the top. One other thing to take note of is when I took the fan from back here and put it down here, the one thing I noticed is that the factory installed fan in the front, which has got 4 screws to hold it in, it screws through here and through into the fan with these really large self-tapping screws. You can see that. Well, the one from the factory, I don't know if you can see it, it was absolutely just chewed up and put in crooked, causing the frame of the fan to be warped. Well, I didn't want to take a chance on leaving that and having the fan die on me, so with a lot of effort I got it out with a flathead screwdriver, and luckily I had some up in my computer stash upstairs from building many other computers. So I got that taken care of. So just as an FYI, you may want to look at it and see maybe they rusted or something. I don't know, bad day at the warehouse or manufacturer. Just to let you know.